She kicked off her career as a tiny tot, and Melissa Tkautz was 3. By the time you were 3, you'd done 160 commercials, is that right?
Oh, no, that's a bit of an exaggeration. I did probably 160 over, up until I was 14,
right.
15. I did a lot of commercials.
Wow.
Yeah, but not before 3.
You're busy.
She's best known for her days on soapy juggernaut E Street, and now the Aussie entertainer is back on TV with a show that's been described as pumped up on steroids and beyond politically incorrect. We're going to talk to Melissa in a sec, but first take a look at this. Celebrity, soap star, songstress. There are many ways to describe this Aussie icon. But the one word we all know Melissa Tkautz by is sexy. With radio regulars like that, it's no wonder she was voted hottest woman on earth. Melissa first became a favourite on our TVs when she moved on to E Street.
I was just wondering if you'd like to have a nice romantic dinner, just the two of us at the pub tonight.
Like many soapy stars before her, she turned her hand to pop, becoming a runaway success. Melissa's debut single, Read My Lips, shot straight to #1. 20 years later, the newly released dance track Something About You is proving a hot favourite with fans. She's even making a return to the small screen with a starring role in comedy Swift and Shift.
Here, take it in. Reach it up.
Melissa joins us now live in the studio. Hi, Melissa.
Hi.
You were a guest back on this show in 2008, and a lot's changed for you in that time, hasn't it?
It has. My God, I've done so much in 2 years. I got married, I've had a baby. And yeah, the new series of Swift and Shift is coming up on the 15th of August.
Yeah, now, do people still come up to you and go, sexy is the word?
Oh, yes.
Like I did when you walked in the studio?
And Read My Lips.
Read My Lips, yeah. And what do you think of yourself back then when you look back at all that?
Oh, look, it feels like a different person. It's crazy. I did so much in such a short period of time. And, it just seems so long ago, like it was my sister or something. Just weird.
Did you have a little boy or girl?
I had a little girl, Ayla.
Ayla. So, do you see her ever growing up to do something like this? Do you think it's in your blood? Do you know what I mean? Do you go around the house singing "Read My Lips"?
I do. I mean, I'm not Read My Lips, but I am a performer, and I do drive her crazy sometimes. But she's turning out to be quite the little performer as well. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping she'll be a surgeon or something like her grandfather. So we'll see.
Excellent. Well, Swift and Shift, the second series is coming up.
Yes.
Just for those people who haven't seen it, describe it for us.
Swift and Shift, it's comedy, and it's the worst career company ever to exist. Nothing arrives at the destination it's supposed to. Things are damaged, and it's just a whole bunch of misfits. It's hilarious. Amanda Keller's in it, and lovely. Ian Turpie, and myself, and a few new people. And Paul Fennick, of course, who wrote the show and produced the show and edited the show and starred in the show. And so it's great. It's so much fun. It was so much fun to film.
Is it fair to say you play a bit of a princess in?
Yes, I am a bit of a princess, yeah. You could say that. You could say that.
Is that far from the truth?
If you ask my husband, he'll say no. But no, I don't think I'm a princess. It's hard to be a princess when you're trying to raise a princess, so...
Yeah, that's so true, is that they keep you grounded.
They certainly keep you grounded. You just don't have time to do all the lovely things that you want to do for yourself.
Yeah.
Now, the show's been described as pumped up on steroids and totally politically incorrect.
Yes.
What's the fear of rubbing people up the wrong way with it?
Yeah, there is a fear, and it will rub people up the wrong way, but I think it's...
What do you say to them?
Well, look, it's a comedy, it's a comedy, and you've got to not take it too seriously. It's aimed to make people laugh. We have a huge cult following. The first series did really well, and, I get stopped on the street and by couriers. I love your show! But yeah, like it's got quite a good fan base, and you know, just don't take it too seriously. It's a comedy, and it's hilarious. It is hilarious.
What is your major calling, do you think, in life? Is it the music or is it the acting?
Oh, it's so hard to say. I think, you know, in this industry, because it is so small, I think you have to keep your options open. You know, if work comes up for acting, I'll go and do that. If something comes up for music, I can go and do that. And I think that's really important, you know, and you would know that. You've done that broad spectrum.
I was just trying to play when we toured with CNC Music Factory.
No.
I was your backup dancer. Dancer.
Oh my God!
Yes.
You were a backup dancer.
I was Melissa's backup
We
dancer.
got that footage.
I looked for it this morning. I tried to look for it this morning.
I think you're here. Just
No, it's not happening now. Alice, get out of Wonderland. It ain't happening.
Just do one tip and you know you're back.
Fabulous.
I know we
dancer.
did.
Probably still is, wouldn't they?
That was one bit.
Oh,
That was sexy as well. And then we ripped our shirts off and painted ourselves blue and red with some paint that was under the chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I actually partnered you. I remember that.
Because you were the best.
Thank you very much. That's why you're in here now. So you suck up better than anybody else.
Melissa, thank you for coming in.